Hello, everyone. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Thank you for tuning in to our general love forecast here today. And I'm already seeing some requests for personal mini readings. So let's go ahead and get started on the messages here for today. All right, guys. So if you're here, I'm assuming you are interested in just tuning in for the general love forecast to take a look at what's going on for you and your person, whoever it is that you are thinking about. So for the first half, we'll be doing a general, as I've mentioned, and then we'll get into the personal minis. Okay, guys? So give me 1 second here. 1 second. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and give some folks the opportunity to hop on. Okay, and then we'll get started. I'm already coughing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I see some requests already, which is great. Lindy Lund, thank you. Called to serve, thank you. So we'll get to your personal mini requests, guys, after we do the general love forecast. So we'll just wait a couple more minutes for folks to hop on. Okay. Thank you, Cynthia. And for those who did celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope it was wonderful. Officially welcoming in the start of the holiday season here. So for the general love forecast, we're going to start with, typically how I do things is to start off with letters, zodiacs. We'll grab some just fun descriptions of who could be thinking about you or who you're thinking about. Some of the descriptions could also even be tapped into your own energy. And then we'll get to some messages. So let's see. And my daughter Cameron is today's moderator, as she often is. So if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask in the comments. And she'd be happy to answer any questions. All right. All right, so I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and begin. So let's start, guys, with letters that could be a part of you or your person. I've actually combined a couple of alphabet decks here, so we could even get some duplicates. And for some of you, if it makes sense, it could even be somebody with double initials, or you and your person share similar letters in the names. So let's go ahead and grab some, okay? Starting things off for the general love forecast when it comes to you and the person that you're thinking about. We are starting off with V. We have F coming through. We have C. We have D. So if any of these letters are making sense for you, could be tapped into your person, of course. We have R, T, Y, we have an E. Let's grab 3 more. We've got J coming through. We have an H and one last one. All right, and then we have a G. Bottom of the deck is an M, if that makes sense for any of you. All right, so take a look at the letters, see how that makes sense for you personally. And if it doesn't at this point in time, especially if you are single right now and interested in being able to find a love connection, maybe later on down the line, you'll notice that there are some letters here that actually do make sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some zodiacs here, guys. Could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Let's take a look at that. And of course, if you're already focused on a particular someone, maybe their sign pops up. But if it doesn't, that doesn't mean that the messages cannot resonate. So let's see. All right, so we're starting off with Pisces. We have Aries. Hi, Julie. Your JM person you like is RH. Oh, okay. Vanessa, VH are your initials. Okay, cool. Maybe there's something very specific here for you. We have Scorpio coming in as well. We have Taurus. We have double Aries. That could be significant for some of you guys. Let's grab a couple more zodiacs here. We have Libra popping up. Okay, one more. One more. And then we're going to tie it all together with Cancer. So Pisces, double Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Taurus, and Libra. Those are the signs popping up for today's general reading. So, you know, if there is something there that, again, makes sense for you, there could be something super special that pops up or very significant through the general reading that comes through here. Okay, so let's grab. And again, this part, it's just for the fun of it, these descriptions, because of course, there's only so many descriptions we could bring forward in a card deck, but maybe there's something here that makes sense specifically for your connection. All right, here we go. Your ideal mate is very romantic and affectionate. Okay, we have Aries. Can you believe that? That's the third time in this reading that this is coming through, 3 times. So that could, again, be very significant for somebody here. All right, let's see what else. Your person has perfect teeth and a beautiful smile. Or maybe they are really attracted to your smile. We've got Leo coming through as well. Somebody's name could also be Leo. Okay. Somebody could have brown eyes. That's coming through here. Any of these could also be referring to you, the person that's tuning in and watching this. You could have brown eyes. Somebody could be a redhead. Okay, let's see what else. All right. Ooh, now take this only if it makes sense, because it won't be for everybody. Your ideal partner is your ex. Life will find a way to bring you back together when the time is right. So if, for example, you are thinking of an ex, somebody that you're estranged from, you know, this could be an indication that you guys are still ideal mates, that you belong together. Maybe that's how they're feeling. And there could be an opportunity maybe somewhere down the line where you find that you guys are able to come back together. Here's the second reference to somebody who's very romantic. So we've got it right here. Romantic and affectionate. This one saying very romantic. Okay, let's see what else. Whoops, I got one flying. 1 second. Okay. You will meet your future love while you're out shopping. Isn't that interesting, considering it being Black Friday here? Lots of people shopping. Okay, let's see. All right, somebody could wear glasses or be known for wearing contact lenses. Okay. A future love will find you when your broken heart has healed. And maybe that's already happened for some of you, but this could also be for my singles. Okay, if somebody has hurt you and you're healing a broken heart right now, maybe once you are healed, once you have completed that journey, that's an indication that you will find your ideal mate at that point. Okay, let's grab a couple more here. Your ideal mate is very smart and highly educated. Okay, very intelligent. We also have a few jumping out here. Somebody could have an O in their name. We have your person loves you with all their heart. Okay, that's very nice. Somebody could also be known to love animals or work with animals. Your ideal mate would be very attractive, okay? And they will be just as attracted to you. And then you will meet your ideal partner during the winter season. Okay, we're heading into the winter season very soon, okay, in a matter of weeks here. Or it could just be if you happen to live in a part of the world where, you know, it snows, where it's very cold. It doesn't necessarily have to be winter season. All right, let's grab one more. One more possible description. All right, we've got a couple. Let's see, ideal mate will be between the age of 31 to 40. All right, so take that however way that makes sense. And one last one, your person will have so much in common with you, which is always a nice indication that you guys are very compatible. All right, so that's good. So take whichever one of these makes sense for you personally. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get to the messages and what it is that needs to come forward for the connection itself. All right, here we go. So I'm guided to use a couple of fun decks here. The very first one is by Sister Moon Tarot. This one's called Unexpected Gifts, very fitting for the season. So what's the energy when it comes to you and the individual that you're thinking about? Okay, this can apply to singles too, though. Let's just take a look and see what the messages are. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective, what needs to come through here at this time? Ooh, all right, this is nice. We're starting off with celebrations, you know, and that could, of course, be birthdays, anniversaries, whatever it is. This is a very happy time. Okay, let's take a look and see what else. Something to celebrate. If not now, maybe later on down the line. We have unexpected visitors. Okay, this can, of course, be friends. This could be family. This could, of course, be romantic, you know, connections here. Maybe they drop by without you even knowing. Look at the next card. We've got love. All right, so this unexpected visitor could be somebody that you care for and love, whether romantically or, again, somebody that you might be related to, a family member or even a dear friend. Okay. But we do have reunions that are coming through, and maybe the holiday season is when this reunion might happen for some of you guys. And we do have new beginning. And lastly, we've got commitment coming through. So it could very well be that maybe in the upcoming weeks, there's a new chapter that can begin between you and this person. And again, that can apply to family reunions as well. Or if it's a love situation, somebody's ready for commitment, and that in and of itself could be cause for celebrating something. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot and see what else we can learn. I'll be pulling from my 10 yellow tarot deck here. All right, so let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for this general love forecast. What else do we need to know? So something unexpected coming in. And all of these cards are very positive. So that's an indication that if there's a desired reunion, then there's a separation. We do have the Ace of Swords, which is nice because this is a very fresh start to something, and it's also the opportunity to cut something or someone out in order to pave the way for a reunion. So if there's a challenging situation, for example, and that's been a blockage as far as two people coming back together, then somebody needs to cut something out in order for something else to happen. Now, remember all of the references to romance that we already saw? So we've got the Knight of Cups coming in, bringing in that romance. This could be the Divine Masculine. And then we have the Nine of Cups popping up. So a wish that can come true, possibly again during the holidays. And then we do have the Ace of Wands right here. We've got two aces popping up. So there's something coming in that's bringing in this new beginning, you see? So it's clarifying what we are seeing here. There's room for growth. There's potential in a situation, not just necessarily only about your love life. It can pertain to other things. We also have the World card popping up. So that makes sense for me. You know, if there's a new beginning, more than likely something came to an end. So that's where this cycle has completed, and it's making way for something new to start, something else. And we've got the Star coming up as well. So we've got two cards, the Nine of Cups as well as the Star, being able to offer this wish that can actually come true for you and your person. So all of that looks great so far. All right, so let's go ahead and grab another batch of cards to see what else you need to know about, be aware of. Excuse me. Okay, but those are some nice messages to get things started. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull from this deck, the Island Time Wellness deck, Love Oracle Messages, for this general love reading for the collective. What else do we need to know? What else needs to come through? Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. What else do we need to know? All right, we've got a couple things. We're starting off with the dragonfly. And we also have mirror. So this says, be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. This one says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, introspection. Okay, and then there's of course the reference to two people who mirror each other, which could very well be a twin flame type connection. Okay, let's go ahead and grab one more here. Look at this. We've got soulmates. We have twin flames. And then we have love calls. So you might either receive communication from someone that you're thinking about, or you do the reaching out. But it does seem here that there's communication that will come forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some additional tarot here. This is a very special soul bond, whether you see them as a soul mate or a twin flame, a soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract, twin flames, referencing yin-yang energy, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, two people who really do complement each other. But this right here, it's letting you know somebody wants to tell you something, they need to get something off their chest, or they've really been wanting to express something to you. It's a message of love. We did see the card that did say love on it earlier, thinking of you and letting you know something. It could be something as simple as they love you. We do have the Hierophant coming through right here. This is picking up off of Taurus energy. We do have the Magician. Okay, so very nice cards. Somebody, again, ready for commitment, I feel, just based off of what's coming forward there. And going back to what we saw earlier, remember that commitment card right here. So it's reflecting off of the Hierophant energy. And if somebody had commitment issues before, then maybe they're able to bring that towards you at this point in time, or maybe again in the upcoming weeks. This is about manifestation, something very positive that's coming in. And yes, it can be an indication of a reunion, of a rekindled partnership. Okay, so that looks good. It's kind of picking up off of what we've already seen. Okay. Look at this, guys. Look at these cards. 2 of Cups. This is the next card. You've got the Sun. So 2 of Cups, the Sun, 2 people who are meant to be happy together. And again, a very celebratory type energy between 2 people in this connection. And I feel perhaps you guys are happiest when you're together. But if there's a desire, again, for a reunion, more than likely something happened to separate the 2 of you. Okay? Now, I don't know if it's got something to do with somebody, you know, if it was cheating, if it was infidelity, but we do have the Moon's energy here. It's picking up off of deception. So maybe they were hiding things from you, or they hurt you somehow. It could have been an affair. Take that if it makes sense. Third party, love triangle, or someone who was just keeping secrets from you, whether it was about that or something else. So somebody had to let go here. And then we do have, look at this, we've got 2 5s popping up. So 5s typically tap into adversity in tarot. And here we are with competition and sneakiness with the 5 of Swords. And somebody got hurt here. Okay, somebody is in the energy of the 5 of Cups where they're feeling lonely without the other person. Yeah, they're struggling a little bit here, I feel. You know, it's not a good thing as far as what they're going through. But at the same time, you know, karma's kind of teaching them a lesson, I feel here. We do have the Empress. So Divine Feminine, here you are representing this energy of abundance and to be able to create this life for yourself or even with your Divine Masculine. But I feel there are lessons that need to be learned here. And again, it's interesting that we've got the Sun, because going back to the Dragonfly, remember, it's about something coming to light. Things are coming to the surface in order to create change, in order to heal a situation here. We do have the Hermit. Some of you guys could either be Virgo or dealing with a Virgo. Someone needed to really go within and work on themselves first and foremost. That could be where the healing begins, especially if they created drama here. With that Moon's energy, you could also be dealing with a Pisces. So this could be very healing, the Hermit energy, because it gives them time to spend on their own, to learn lessons, to figure something out for themselves in order to take action towards you, or this is something that you both need to do. But I love how it's right next to the Sun. So I can't help but feel that eventually there is a reunion that's possible here. Okay, and look at what's next. We've got the Emperor. And so the only thing separating the Empress and the Emperor is this need to spend time on your own, maybe individually, in order to get into a much better headspace or mental space or even in your heart space until you guys are ready to really come back together and find happiness here. So whoever did the separating or whoever did something wrong to create a separation, that's the person that's going to reach out, I feel. And bottom of the deck, we do have the 7 of Cups. So they're probably prepared to make better and wiser choices, acknowledging that they didn't make the best choices before. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that. All right, let's grab one more set of cards. Take a look and see what else we can learn here. And just a reminder, guys, if you are interested in getting your own personal mini reading afterwards, we'll open it up to that, of course. And we've already received a few of them. All right. One last batch from A Very Merry Christmas Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please. For the collective. Okay, what do we need to know here? Positive atmosphere. Okay, I like that. Look at the next card. We've got love offer, but I really feel this is important also. Self-love. Okay, you got to focus on loving yourself to be able to do what feels right for you, what feels right in your heart. So does the other person, you know? Someone is clearly very sad over a separation, the fact that you guys are not together at this point in time. So that kind of makes sense based off of what we've seen already. Let me grab one more here. And then we have Shine Bright, which again, for me, picks up off of the same type of energy as the sun. You know, that's picking up off of the type of vibe that you guys can bring into your love connection, being able to bring it to the light, you know, to be able to deal with whatever difficult issues you guys might have had, you know, if that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this with some tarot here. All right, I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot. Sandy, you've got red hair and brown eyes. Oh, that definitely came through. And thank you for the PayPal request. Michelle, your eyes are blue, blonde hair. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I love pulling those descriptions. It's like you just never know what's going to pop up and it relates to folks, you know? All right, let's see what else we can figure out here. Okay, so we've got the Justice card, which is a card of clarity. It is a card of truth. It's a card of fairness, as we can see right here. It's a card of being able to balance things out between two people. And I really like how it's right next to the positive atmosphere. Some of you guys could also be dealing with legal matters, and this is an indication with that positive energy that it will turn in your favor. So that's good. We do have the Three of Wands. Okay, so whatever might have challenged you and a particular someone, this is an indication here that maybe you're ready to move on from that, or you already have, or the other person really wants to focus on what's ahead rather than what they might have done in the past. Look at this. We've got the Three of Cups, another card tapped into celebrations and just being able to start again, especially when it comes to this love connection. Look at this. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, abundance, as we can see right there. Finances as well could be looking up, but this is also a great card when it comes to your love life because this is a fresh start. So again, even though something might have happened here that contributed to sadness and pain and heartbreak, it doesn't have to remain that way. And then we do see the Judgment card right here, going through an awakening. Perhaps that is what your person is going through in order to come towards you to communicate what it is that they need to say, you know? And I can't help but feel that it's their desire to fix things and again, to come back together. And who might that be? Look at this, bottom of the deck, we've got the Emperor. So it's the divine masculine who wants to be able to come towards you to either ask for forgiveness, because I look at the Judgment card as someone who's had a chance to really evaluate their actions and behaviors in the past and what it is that they would like to change and fix. And it starts with an apology sometimes. It starts with something as simple as, I'm sorry, you know, can we talk? Can we possibly fix this? And the ultimate request is to come back together. And check this out. We've got the Four of Wands right after that. So this could again be referencing twin flames. And at the end of the day, this is a beautiful card to wrap up this particular reading because it's letting us know that a foundation that might not have been very strong initially, especially through a separation and learned lessons and reevaluating one's actions from the past, it helps you guys to be able to rebuild something much stronger here so you can have a happy relationship, so you can come back into union, you know, have that very happy reunion. If you guys have had families, it might have also broken up the family, so it brings the family back together, or it could bring in marriage. It could bring in the fact that you guys start a family and have a very happy home together. So all of that looks fantastic. All right. Hi, Nancy. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm guided to pull some final messages for the general love forecast here. And where am I drawn? Where am I drawn? I think I want to grab some musical messages here. So let's grab some songs. All right. So let's see what songs pop up here. So I'll be pulling from my Heart Songs deck first. Angels and spirit guides, please. What songs need to come through with lyrics for the collective that could help them better understand the person they're thinking about or the connection itself? Okay. We have You Don't Bring Me Flowers. So this is about a couple where there has been a shift in the relationship because somebody stopped giving the effort. Someone stopped trying, you know? So let me read this really quick. You don't bring me flowers. You don't sing me love songs. You hardly talk to me anymore. When I come through the door at the end of the day, I remember when you couldn't wait to love me. Used to hate to leave me. Now, after loving me late at night when it's good for you, babe, and you're feeling all right, well, you just roll over and you turn out the light and you don't bring me flowers anymore. So, of course, I mean, it's very specific, but it's about perhaps a masculine who just stopped, if I could speak today, who stopped putting in the effort for the feminine. Okay, and the feminine noticing this. Phoenix Reborn? No, absolutely not. It's not too late. I'm still doing the general love forecast portion, so we're gonna open it up to personal mini readings after this. All right, let's go ahead and grab another song. Okay. This one, what's love got to do with it? All right, so let's see here. It may seem to you that I'm acting confused when you're close to me. If I tend to look dazed, I've read it someplace I've got cause to be. There's a name for it. There's a phrase that fits, but whatever the reason, you do it for me. This might even be somebody that does not recognize that maybe they were in love with you, or it took them a good minute to figure this out, you know, and that's where the confusion ultimately lies. Let's grab one more song. Let's see here. All right. And we've got Unforgettable by Nat King Cole. Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me, how the thought of you does things to me. So even if you and your person are in separation, they still think about you. You're somebody that they won't ever forget, no matter what. That's what I gather from that. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a second batch of songs from the Heart Songs of the 90s, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the general love forecast and get started on the personal mini reading requests. And hopefully there was something here in this general reading that made sense for your situation. All right, we're starting off with Miles Away. So again, it's picking up off of two people who are in separation. So this says, so this is love, or so you tell me as you're walking out the door. Then months go by and I know for certain it's not the love I'm looking for. Sometimes just for a moment I reach out, hope you're still there. Miles away, no, you're never turning back. I just can't wait anymore. Miles away, nothing left of what we had. Just when I needed you most, you were miles away. And you could certainly be saying this to somebody if you feel this way. It's like, just when I really needed you to be there for me, you weren't there. Okay, miles away. It literally could be miles away. Let's grab a couple more songs here. Hi, Tamisha. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. All right. All right, our next song is, and the lyrics to this song are so beautiful. It's called Love of My Life by Sammy Kershaw. So it does say, I need to tell you the first time I held you, I knew you are the love of my life. I spent a lifetime waiting, always hesitating until you. I was lost so deep inside my shell till you came and saved me from myself. Now all I really know is I need you. Okay, so Of course, you know, this could be for those of you who are together and are happy and everything's great, but ultimately it could be for those who are in separation and somebody who didn't recognize that you were perhaps the love of their life and only recognized it after they lost you, you know? It's like, now all I really know is that I need you, and you might not be there. You know, you might not be in their life at this point in time. Bottom of the deck, we do have Incomplete by Cisco, and I can't help but feel that this could be a divine masculine wanting to convey this to the feminine. Okay, so it does say it's been a year: winter, summer, spring, and fall. Now, for some of you guys, maybe it's been a year, maybe it's been longer, or these seasons could be a significance here. Maybe whatever season you guys either came together or broke up. So it does say, but being without you just ain't living at all. If I could travel back in time, I'd relive the days you were mine. Even though it seems I have everything, I don't want to be a lonely fool. All of the women, all the expensive cars, all of the money don't amount to you. I can make believe I have everything, but I can't pretend that I don't see that without you, girl, my life is incomplete. All right, so this is someone who clearly is feeling empty, that they could have everything that they could have ever wished for, hoped for, but something's missing, and that something could ultimately be you. Is that your song, Tamisha? Yeah, I love it too, but dang, it really packs a punch, doesn't it? Yeah, so those are the songs, guys, that's coming through here. So that's our general reading. Hopefully there's something there that made sense for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the personal mini reading requests here. So I'm going to go ahead and organize my cards and just give you guys some music to listen to while I do that. All right, be right back. Okay. All right, guys, thanks for waiting. So let me go ahead and begin with the personal mini reading requests. And Shazia, you're actually first. So let's begin. So taking a look at your question, will there be any communication anytime soon? Okay, so let's take a look at that, okay? Let's see, what is the energy between you and your Capricorn here? Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on the connection between Shazia, Virgo, and her person of interest, Capricorn. Okay. Tamisha. He's like, sing it. I have actually in the past. It's a great song, honestly. All right, so let's go ahead and begin, Shazia. Let's see what that energy looks like. Focusing on you and your Capricorn. We've got solitude coming in. Interestingly enough, this reminds me of the Hermit energy, okay, in tarot, picking up off of the Hermit, which of course is Virgo. So maybe right now this is the space that you are occupying. Now take a look at the next card here. Look at this. That's your own divine feminine energy right next to solitude. Okay, so maybe right now you are feeling alone. Maybe you're feeling lonely or feeling this emptiness because you are, you know, either not communicating, of course, not communicating right now with your Capricorn. So look at the next card here. We do have forgiveness. Okay, and maybe in time that will come. We'll, of course, clarify that with some tarot here. Let's see what else we can pick up. What else, please, angels and spirit guides, focusing on Shazia, Virgo, and her person of interest, Capricorn. What else do we need to know? We have between two worlds, and how fitting I feel is that, because your part of the world, it's obviously a lot different from your person's perception of how things are going, you know? Let's go ahead and see here. What else? And then we have longing. Okay, so there's a part of you that is longing for his presence and really needing to hear from him and just wanting to communicate. All right, so let's grab some tarot once again and see what else we can find out here. And then we'll go ahead and grab a yes/no response just to give you an indication of if whether or not there will be communication maybe in the month of December. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Shazia, Virgo, and on her Capricorn. Okay. So we do have victory, the Six of Wands energy, and that might actually be a good thing, especially needing time to yourself at this point in time, you know, because that'll prepare you for what's to come, and hopefully what's to come will be a good thing. We do have the Knight of Cups, so there's romance that could possibly be coming into your life. And of course, it can possibly be from the Capricorn. We'll see. We do have the Fool's energy here. So in order for your Capricorn to be able to bring in this new beginning, it falls on them to take the action, not on you to do anything here. And it could even be them wanting a new beginning, coming in, asking for forgiveness. Okay, let's see. We also have the Nine of Swords. So nightmares, anxiety, that type of energy, and it's right between these two worlds right here. So perhaps the separation could be affecting you both in this way, where, you know, you're staying up late at night, you can't get any sleep, you can't seem to rest your mind. You know, there could be this heavy energy in your heart over the fact that you're longing for each other and not being able to come together. And look at this. I know you've seen this before. BC, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. And we also have the Sagittarius energy right here, which I love, because your question, you know, will there be any communication anytime soon? As you can see, it might take a little bit of time, but it might happen around Sagittarius season. And, you know, we're pretty much here in Sagittarius season. So it could happen any day, anytime, maybe in the next few weeks here. And then we do have the Sun's energy. So happiness, that's what you're striving for. That's what you're looking for when it comes to your Capricorn, and it falls on your divine masculine to be able to make this a reality. It falls on the Capricorn to be able to put in the work. Seven of Pentacles, you know, that's where the work comes in, and it's just going to take time. We see that here with the Temperance card. And, you know, this is what I like to refer to as the wait and see card in tarot, because it is a gestation period. It's going to require time on the Capricorn side to be able to bring it in towards you. You know, they have to take action. If ultimately what they're wanting is to be with you in this lifetime, to share a life with you, to bring in the romance, to have a new beginning, then they can't be saturating themselves in this energy of wondering, especially at night. It's like, how do I go about making this happen? You know, they can't just think about it. They have to actually do something about this. And I agree with you. I'm looking at your comment. It's like, again, with the patience, I know it. It's like we can't seem to get away from this one, and it's screaming it very loudly, you know? But that really is the message, to just hang tight and have patience until it becomes a reality. And I think there's a really good chance it can be. We do have the Six of Pentacles. So in order for both of you to come together, your Capricorn needs to be able to meet you halfway. And right now it can't happen. Not right now anyway. You know, we do have cycles that do need to complete. I feel a lot of this, the pressure anyway, falls on the Divine Masculine here to be able to make this happen. So since you are representing the Divine Feminine, and you're meant to do some soul searching at this point in time, I feel. And by doing that, I really do feel you'll be able to grow from that, and to be able to heal from it, to be able to go through this journey and not have the patience thing be so difficult, you know, because if you're at peace with knowing and really knowing that this can come to pass and that it really can happen for real in the 3D, then there's nothing for you to worry about. Because look at the next card. You've got the Two of Cups. So that the love, that's not in question. It's there, you know, and the longing could certainly be mutual when it comes to your Divine Masculine. It's just that time is involved, and patience is involved. We've seen that repeatedly, right? And so the angels are sticking to what it is that they have conveyed before, and there's not a whole lot of change in the messages. But that could actually be a good thing, you know, that all you're needing at this point in time is to just focus on living your life and to continue to be patient. I know that's not easy. And just know perhaps that someday these two worlds will eventually come together to make one, you know, rather than two separate experiences. So it's on its way, however slow it is, but I feel there's still a chance at a very happy, positive outcome here. All right, so I'm going to leave that there, Shazia. The message remains, as far as what we've seen, that patience is required. Okay, so thank you so much, as always, for being here. All right, Cameron, who's next? Okay, thank you. Okay, Linda. Oh, Linda and Anton. Okay. So the request is from Linda? Okay. Linda, you're a Scorpio. Anton is a Virgo. I want to know, what are his feelings for me, and if we're going to come into union. Okay, sure. I would be happy to look at that for you. Let's take a look at Anton's Divine Masculine energy here. All right. So let's grab some insight here. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Anton, Virgo. Anton, what are your feelings when it comes to Linda, Scorpio energy? Is there a possibility of union? You're so welcome, Shazia. Thank you. All right, we have behavior coming through here. Please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. So take that if it makes sense. There's something tied into his past behavior, perhaps, okay? And maybe he's recognizing that here. Let's see. It's either that or he recognizes that he has certain behaviors that wouldn't go over well in a relationship. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Anton's energy, Virgo. What are his feelings? What are his intentions when it comes to the connection with Linda, Scorpio? We have beloved. You are an angel. Okay, that is how he sees you. You're like a blessing. You're like an earth angel. What else? Please, focusing on Anton. He is recognizing, though, that this is a very unique connection. It does say, I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. And bottom of the deck, we do have craving. Okay. The thought of you still does things to me. So there's this attraction. There's this craving that is coming through. All right. So let's go ahead and see what else we can pick up here. Let me grab a card from here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on the connection between Linda, Scorpio energy, and Anton, Virgo. I feel, Linda, that he is interested in you. Let's see, Cameron, did you get Cynthia's request?
No.
What number is she?
3.
Oh, Cynthia, you're actually 3rd. Okay, so you're after this reading that I'm doing right now. So don't worry, we've got everything in line here. All right, let's see. We do have an imbalance, rocky, unstable, and faulty. All right, so take that if it makes sense. If it seems that there's some sort of unstable vibe between you and the connection. And it's very important for you guys to trust each other, or to at least be able to have this sense of loyalty towards one another in a partnership. All right, so let's grab some tarot here, Linda, and see what else we can learn, okay? Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Linda, Scorpio, and Anton, Virgo. Oops, I've got cards flying here. One second. Cards flying. All right, what do we need to know here? So this could be an indication that as far as trust issues in the partnership, that could be unstable. So just something to be mindful of there, Linda, especially if you have certain concerns there. But look at this. We've got the 4 of Wands, so I don't know if you actually consider him to be a twin flame, but this is also a reunion card. This can certainly be an indication that if you can stabilize this foundation, both of you, to be able to put in the effort that's necessary in the relationship, then with the 4 of Wands right here, that's stabilization right there. That's a strong foundation in the connection, but work needs to be put in. We do have the 4 of Cups right here. So it can sometimes end up being a missed opportunity if no action is taken, especially maybe on Anton's part here. Okay. And if part of his past behaviors, whether with you or somebody else, if he tends to jump ship, so to speak, especially if the excitement fizzles pretty quickly, if he gets bored really fast in a relationship, then he tends to get himself entangled in drama maybe, okay, regardless of his craving, so to speak. But it could also be at this point working on those particular behaviors so that we can have this solid foundation right here. So we've got a window of opportunity where action can be taken, but it needs to be taken. Otherwise, you know, it might create one of those things where you guys are at a standstill or a what's the term here? I'm blanking out. A stalemate. There you go. And so we do have the death card coming up next, and that's picking up off of Scorpio energy, which of course that is your own vibe. All right. So it could be picking up off of if you guys broke up and obviously wanting to come back into union, it could be representing that. But it also makes way for change that needs to happen so that if you guys were to come into union, it would be better than how it was. So this could be an indication of the pain, the sorrow, the heartbreak over the separation, that you guys aren't together, that it hurts not being together. This can sometimes be an indication of a love triangle or third-party drama. All right, and somebody ended up getting hurt here, probably you if you're wanting to come back into union, but that needs to be healed. And so right next to the death card right here, that's probably why it came to an end. You know, if that makes sense for you, if there was other people that were trying to get in between the two of you. And if it's not that, it simply indicates the pain that perhaps you've been feeling as a result of not being with Anton and Anton hurting because he's not with you. It could go both ways. These cards are coming through very challenging. So we do have the Ten of Swords. As you can see there, it's a relationship that fell apart. But the one saving grace that we do see here is this Four of Wands, because despite some of the difficult things that we're seeing, this right here, as long as you guys put in the work to be able to rebuild the foundation of the relationship, then coming back together might be a fruitful, beneficial thing for the two of you. Five of Swords, another difficult card, you know, conflict, competition, sneakiness. So that seems to be popping up here. So if it's a part of the story that there were other people in the picture, if there was a third party, then it could have been very challenging, absolutely. And even if there was, this right here, I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. It's like going after somebody and thinking the grass was greener on the other side, but coming to find out it really was not, you know? So it really depends on what you're willing to accept with somebody like this, because they're going to have to win that loyalty back. They're going to have to win your trust and to be able to help build this foundation that I was talking about with the Four of Wands, so that you guys can have a happy life together, a happy relationship. Okay? Because Four of Wands could be an indication of future marriage. It could be an indication too of even starting a family together and just having things work out in your favor, you know? So it's possible. You guys can work on this, but it really does require you both to be on the same page. And we do have the Hierophant right here. So I don't have a whole lot of background in your question. I don't know if you guys were married or in a committed relationship, but this right here represents two people who can still find their way back. That there's the commitment right here. And Anton perhaps would need to come towards you to be able to manifest union. And the Ace of Pentacles is ensuring that the security, that the stability really is key. That was an issue from the beginning with the imbalance card right here, rocky, unstable, and faulty, you know, and you throw in that Four of Wands and that is a strong foundation. And so I can't help but feel that if he really can come towards you with this solid offer of commitment, security, and stability, that you guys have a chance at making it. Okay, so I do think that, yes, there's the possibility towards reunion, but in a way, he's going to really have to win you back, you know? So that's just a part of what's presenting itself here. Let's see, we haven't been together. Okay, you haven't been together in any way, shape, or form. So this is this somebody new that you're interested in coming into union with? Because based off of what I'm seeing here, this could simply be an indication of his past behavior, that maybe he ended up hurting somebody because he got himself mixed up in some drama. So if he really can come towards you with the best of intentions, and maybe it is a twin flame connection that you share, then he needs to be serious about loyalty as well as commitment and really thinking long term so that you guys can have a beautiful future together. It's possible, you know, with cards like this, It's absolutely possible. Four of Wands, Hierophant, and then the Ace of Pentacles. Despite what we're seeing here through some of the difficult cards, this right here could be the saving grace for you and Anton. Okay, so I hope that this offers you some hope, because it looks beautiful despite what the past might have represented. Okay, as long as he's really serious to be able to bring you the love and commitment that we see through these cards, you guys can have a really nice future together. Twin flames, okay, beautiful. Possible marriage, again, possible starting a family if that's something that you'd like. It's a happy home, it's a happy life, it's a happy relationship. And this right here, these two together might be an indication of future marriage there. You know, wedding bells and strong commitment. That's what I see there. Okay, so we'll see. It might be one of those situations where it requires some time, you know, because I'm just seeing here that he considers you to be somebody very unique. You're unlike anyone else that he's ever met. At least that's how it's coming through here. Let's see, it was starting and just left. He blocked you. Okay, so maybe that's also where this love triangle thing is coming from, you know. Yes, it's got the potential to turn into something amazing, but if he's blocking you, then there could be someone else in the picture. And then that takes us here with the Four of Cups, where it's his loss, not yours, Linda, okay? So if he messes up and he misses the boat to take advantage of this beautiful relationship that you guys might actually share together, you know, then it's his loss. It's his missed opportunity to be with somebody amazing. Okay, so I'll leave that there. And hopefully, you know, things ultimately work out. If not with him, then you're meant to find happiness elsewhere. And again, that's his loss. Okay, so that's how I'm interpreting these messages that came through here. All right, I hope that helps. Thank you so much. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Okay. Okay, Cynthia. All right, I've come to your reading here. Okay, so focusing on yourself and Najib Aquarius, getting a lot of messages regarding someone who I believe to be a twin flame. I ended the relationship 3 years ago. Recently, I'm getting feelings that he's thinking about me and signs are intense. Am I supposed to reach out to him? Okay, let's see, okay? Let's see if you're meant to reach out to Najib. Give me 1 second here. All right, so focusing on his energy. Okay, here we go. You're very welcome, Linda. Good luck. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Najib Aquarius. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Okay, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Najib Aquarius and the connection with Cynthia Sagittarius. Let's see. And you know, it's interesting. It's like, yes, it's such a beautiful experience to connect with our twin flame, but it also does not guarantee union or the fact that we're going to live happily ever after with that person. It can have just as many challenges as a non-twin flame connection. So let's see here. So you're getting feelings that he's thinking about you, and that would be quite common, especially since you consider him to be your twin. Let's see. We have endurance coming through here. That either works in his favor or he needs to be able to develop that part of his character or even in his life in order for things to continue to endure, you know, as far as long-lasting commitment towards something or someone. Let's see. But we do have complacent here. In his heart space, he's coming up with this cold energy. Let's see what else, okay? He's thinking about me. So, okay, this is kind of what I'm feeling, Cynthia. Let's see. Is this the person who you're supposed to end up with? Okay, we'll see. Okay, let's see. But yeah, right now in his heart space, he's cold. It could also be, Cynthia, that it's coming through in this way because he's protecting his heart. He doesn't want to tap into the emotions. He doesn't want to either invest fully right now, afraid of getting hurt perhaps. Let's see. We do have discontent. We do have freedom. And then we do have the takeoff card. Okay. So somebody who wants freedom and wants to take off is not ready for commitment. That's just how that's coming through. Okay, let's see. Let's clarify that. Because if you're picking up off of his vibe, his energy, it does not mean that he's not thinking about you. He absolutely can. But if you guys were, let's just say, to come together in a relationship right now, since he's in takeoff mode and he wants to explore, he wants his freedom to be able to do what he wants right now. When it comes to a committed partnership, that could be something challenging. You know, it's not somebody who sticks around. And maybe that's why he has trouble getting into these relationships where it just doesn't last. So look at that. We've got the Seven of Swords coming up first. Did you guys break up because he was being deceptive towards you? Could that have been a possibility? Let me wait for your response there. But we do have the World card right after that one, Cynthia. So this is a cycle that has completed. But that doesn't mean there cannot be a new cycle that comes in for the two of you. This is clarifying here part of his discontent, and maybe the fact why he's cold in the heart space is because he's been hurt himself. This could also be picking up off of your energy that he hurt you, but that there's a possibility towards being able to find happiness again. Let's see. In order for the two of you to be able to rebuild the relationship, I really do feel he needs to come towards you as this King of Cups, somebody who's ready for commitment, somebody who really is ready to explore the relationship with you and you only, rather than wanting to explore his options, you know, wanting his freedom to see what else is out there for him. You know, if it's just not working out, then he tends to run maybe. He could be representing the runner in the relationship, you know, taking off, not wanting to stick around, not wanting to stay. We do have the Ace of Wands right here. So it's almost like he sees the potential in relationships, but because he's not quite ready for a commitment, then he ends up running. And that creates distance. That creates some drama there. Okay, let me read your comment here. I left him because he was possessive and jealous, and I frankly do not want to be with him. It's all of the signs. Okay. It's weird, you know? It's almost like he wouldn't stick around anyway. Even if he were to approach you wanting to get back together. I feel that the possessiveness, the jealousy that's coming through from him, there's not a whole lot that has changed, I don't think. And he tends to take off, especially in relationships that he knows it's not going to ultimately work out. So this Nine of Wands could be representing people that he has hurt in addition to you, you know, because he needs to be able to pick up off of this energy for himself of the King of Cups, somebody who's ready for love, somebody whose heart is open, somebody whose heart is filled with love for someone else. That's not this energy of complacency. So I don't think he's found what he's looking for, honestly. And I mean, maybe he sees you as the one that got away. That could be a possibility. there. He tends to create drama maybe in his other relationships where he keeps things hidden. You know, he could be lying. This could be cheating right here. Could be picking up off of that. Interesting. We do have the Wheel of Fortune right here. So when it comes to your life specifically, Cynthia, it does show that things are turning around for you, I feel. Let's see. I don't think you're meant to reach out to him. I'm just not picking up that vibe. I feel you're better off on your own path, that you have the capability to turn things around for you, your life. The energy that I'm picking up is it's not worth revisiting this, that you're meant to move forward, that life is this wheel propelling you forward rather than revisiting someone who was a part of your past. Because this is where you're meant to be. This is where you're meant to find the happiness that you deserve. Here you are. You're coming in as the Empress, you see? So I can't help but feel that these 4 cards right there, you throw in that Ace of Wands, you have to be able to focus on what's ahead of you and the potential of people that you can connect with where the compatibility is there, the attraction, the chemistry is there. And I'm not quite sure why you're picking up off of Najib's energy. It could very well be something as simple as you cross his mind. Maybe he's been thinking a lot about you, but instinctively what I do feel here for you is you're better off just keep going on your path, following your own journey. And I feel that since he's in takeoff mode, as we can see right there, as quickly as you guys might reconnect, it'll end so quickly. I feel there's just not a sustaining energy there. It does not have what it takes to withstand the test of time. And interesting how we had the endurance card pop up, you know, because that's all about being able to see how the ability for something to endure. How long can it last? Does it have what it takes to be forever a part of your life? I don't think so, you know, and so I really feel here through growth and seeing the potential of what life has to offer you. You've got so much here. So much. All you need to do is focus on yourself, throw in that energy into your life, your happiness, you know, every part of your life that fulfills you. Go for it. And eventually you will see the results. You will reap the rewards of those efforts, and you will be connected with the right divine masculine. You see, there's a lot of promise here for you. This could represent your divine counterpart right here, Cynthia. I don't think it is Najib. I don't think that at all. I feel you're meant for happiness on your own first, and then when perhaps you're ready, and I mean 100% fully ready, then you'll be able to find your divine counterpart here. Somebody who is your perfect match here. Yeah, that is what I'm getting there. That is what I'm getting. You've got the Ace of Swords right here. So this is giving you clarity to be able to think clearly about what it is that you need to do. You're not meant to reach out to him. I feel that that's a bridge that has been burned and it needs to remain that way. Okay, so I will leave that there. Hopefully that helps you out. And we really do have some nice cards here that are coming through for you and so much potential in finding happiness in your life. Okay, Cynthia, I hope that helps. Thank you so very much. All right, Kim. Okay. All right, moving on to the next request. Okay. Okay, Linda. Okay, this is a different Linda, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. Okay. Linda, Virgo, my person, Raul, Sagittarius. How is he feeling and will there be a reconciliation? Okay. All right. Okay, Linda, so let's take a look at that for you. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the energy of Raul, Sagittarius. You're welcome, Cynthia. Thank you so much. Angels and spirit guides, please. Raul, Sagittarius, and the connection with Linda, Virgo. Let's take a look at his energy here. Linda. Okay. We've got this one coming up again. Beloved, you are an angel. Okay. What else? We have music. So maybe there's particular songs that he hears and it reminds him of the situation with you. Bottom of the deck, we do have karma. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. So whatever has happened between the two of you, his own actions, his own behaviors, I feel he's got some regrets here and he's learning some lessons. You know, maybe his angel guides are really trying to convey a particular message when it comes to the two of you. And I can't help but look at this next message. We have happiness. I still remember the good times we shared. So tapping into the memories. And maybe there's a part of Raul that would consider reconciliation as well. Let me grab one from the other Divine Masculine deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Raul, Sagittarius, and the connection with Linda, Virgo. We do have compassion coming through. Let me grab one more here. And we do have the feminine shadow. So for some reason, he's got you in the shadow. Okay, maybe there's a reason for that. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Raul, Sagittarius, and Linda, Virgo. It's almost as if I'm feeling here that if he did something to hurt you, Linda, that part of that compassion is he recognizes what he's put you through and maybe not really wanting to put you through anymore. But at the same time, we've got this issue where he's got you in this feminine shadow here. And the way I see that, this is a masculine who's got issues themselves and maybe they're not quite ready to face you. And so this is a feminine energy where he's kind of putting you on the back burner until he really is ready. Okay, let's see what else here. We do have the High Priestess picking up off of your own divine feminine energy here. Let's see. So this relies heavily on your intuition and what you're feeling when it comes to the connection with Raul. Now take a look at that. You've got the Ten of Cups right here. That can certainly indicate a reunion there, the reconciliation, and the connection, still feeling the love. So right next to the High Priestess, if you're instinctively feeling that that's a possibility, you might trust that. You know, you might be on point as far as being able to reconnect with him in the 3D. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a divine masculine who's willing to put in the work, but it's going to take time because this is a very slow moving energy right here. So that could also be an indication as to why he's got you in the shadows. He'll have to deal with his own shadows first in order to be able to deal with whatever this represents and how he might have disappointed you or hurt you, and he's not maybe quite ready to be able to deal with whatever needs to be dealt with. Okay, so very slow moving energy. And then we have the stalemate of the Two of Swords. So this is slow like molasses. It's almost undetectable, where you won't even see the progress that he's making on his own because it's ever so slow. But eventually I feel there's the possibility of manifesting that Ten of Cups right there, where you guys can come back together and bring harmony back to the relationship. Let's see what else. Tarot Fairy on the Prairie, thank you so much. We'll get to your request shortly. All right, what else do we need to know here for Linda and Raul, please? Look at that. You've got the Fool's energy. So this is about taking action to begin again. So I can't help but feel here that yes, a reconciliation is absolutely possible. It's just that he's not quite ready to take it there. You know, it's possible, but it's very slow moving energy. It is very slow moving energy. And then we do have the Ace of Cups coming through. So the love, it's here. The deep connection that Raul is feeling towards you, it's here. But it's almost this hesitation that I'm instinctively feeling. And whatever this karma is representing in his life, he needs some time to himself, I feel. He does think about you often. You do make him happy. The thought of you does make him happy. That is coming through here. But right now, there's this very solo type energy. He needs to be on his own for now. Okay, that's just how I'm picking up off of that. And then we do have the Devil's energy right now. So this is picking up off of his shadow self, you see? He has to address this first before he can come towards you as a better version of himself, because he sees you as this empress. Okay, you're this beautiful person, not just on the outside, but on the inside as well. And he wants to be able to create this amazing relationship and life with you. It's just that he's not quite ready, and understandably so. He's in this devil type vibe with the shadow self, and he needs to be able to address his unhealthy attachments that he might be dealing with. Okay, but this is also how he sees you with that Two of Cups. The potential to be his life partner, you know, a very special soul connection, possibly marriage somewhere down the line, you know, where you guys really can explore where this relationship could go. It's just not quite there yet. So we're looking at timing here. Timing is a little bit off. It's going to take a little bit longer. And when he's ready and fully healed within himself, then I think you're going to be able to see a lot more action from Raul here. And then we do have this beautiful energy of the Nine of Cups, where this is a wish and a dream that can manifest in the 3D. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. So we do see finances improving here, either on his part or yours or both. But in a love relationship, this is a beautiful vibe. It's telling you that you guys could still be a very good match, very compatible, and that it can be very stable. It's just that work needs to be implemented here a little bit. And then you do have the energy of the Queen of Cups coming in for you, Linda. So just try to trust what it is that you are feeling in your heart space when it comes to Raul, despite what you're seeing in the 3D for now, because I don't feel it's something you can pick up at this point in time. You know, it's coming through as a stalemate. It's coming through as something moving ever so slowly. So it might appear to be like nothing's happening, but I'm feeling more so that something is happening, but it's just like a snail, like molasses. It's moving so slow you can barely see it moving. That type of energy. So what you can do at this point is trust your gut, trust your intuition. That is a part of the energy of the Queen of Cups, and just know what you're feeling and trust that there is the possibility towards a reconciliation here between the two of you. Okay, so I'll leave that there. I hope that gives you some hope to hang in there, and just know that there's a possibility you guys can still work this out. All right, thank you so much for your question. Okay, Cameron, let me grab these cards. Hold on. Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay, so Sandy, you're up next. Okay, so we're focusing on you and Justice. What are Justice's true feelings and intentions towards me? Okay, let's look. Let's take a look at that, okay? And Justice is Capricorn, okay. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Justice, Capricorn, and the connection with Sandy. Virgo. All right, so let's do an energy check-in for justice here. Okay, so we do have the family card coming through. Okay, so I believe, if memory serves me, that he's with his son, correct? And having to do with being in school, and that there was a possibility of returning, correct? If I'm not mistaken there. So the family dynamic is very strong. That's a huge element here. Let's see what else here. What else do we need to know, please? We do have this elusive card, and whenever I see that, and did this not come through for one of your previous readings, Sandy, if I'm not mistaken here? If you could just fill that in for me. But if not, I mean, no big deal. But it just, yes. Okay, it reminds me of just somebody that's not making themselves available to speak to you. You know, it really reminds me of somebody who doesn't return calls, who doesn't respond to texts, you know, something like that. Let's see what else. We have the freedom card coming through. Okay. Hi, Julie. Yes, so we've come to the portion of the live stream where you can request your own personal mini reading, and I've got the information scrolling there. It's for a $9.99 mini reading. Okay. Thank you, Sandy. Okay. So we do have freedom, we do have temptation, and look at these two cards. I mean, this is somebody who wants to explore. This is someone hiding behind fake profiles, correct? And so he's being tempted by either a person or something. It could be a person, though, you know, someone who's trying to grab his attention here. And then the last card is indecision. You know, he can't make up his mind. Yeah, it's kind of this wishy-washy type energy where he really can't seem to make up his mind one way or the other what it is that he wants. So let's grab some tarot here. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. What else do we need to know, please? Okay, here we go. Yeah. And, you know, just the fact that he's hiding behind fake profiles, that's picking up completely with this elusive energy. You know, just look at the vibe, right? You know, almost pretending to be something that he isn't. Holding up the phone, pretending to be someone else. Let's see here. Look at that. Okay, so we do have the Knight of Wands. This is somebody, as we can see, they love the adventures, but not ready for a commitment. It's very similar to the energy of wanting their freedom, you know, not really ready to commit to anything. But we do have the energy of the Sun, which of course is a very positive card. It's just that his happiness right now lies in his adventures. It really comes down to what he wants, what he needs. He's not too focused on anything else, just his wants and needs. He's coming through as somebody who's very greedy of his time, of his energy, of his space. You know, he can't decide. This reminds me. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription there, Manlika. Thank you. It reminds me of somebody who's got all of these things being presented to them and he can't decide what he wants. You know, it's like leaving a kid in a candy store and just wanting one of everything. And that's not reality. He needs to be able to decide if he wants to invest his time and energy with you or if he wants to continue to explore. And that's not fair on you because you're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you are representing Virgo energy. You represent the divine feminine earth sign, and that's picking up off of the Queen of Pentacles. He's got this beautiful person in you, but he wants his freedom. So he doesn't recognize your value, unfortunately. That's just how it's presenting itself here. But check this out. We've got the Judgment card coming through. So all of these behaviors that he's presenting here through this reading, I feel someday he will regret that. I feel that when he does go through this awakening, he's going to realize, oh my God, what have I done? I've let this beautiful person, you know, slip out of my life. And I would not be surprised, honestly, if later on down the line there's communication and apology wanting to come back, you know. But my advice here, Sandy, is you're not meant to put your life on hold waiting for justice to realize this. You know, you just live your life. And if living your life leads you to somebody else, then be open to that, because you're not meant to just be sitting there waiting for him to return, you know. Just live your life and be as empowered as you can be as this Queen of Pentacles. And if he really wants to come forward and communicate and apologize and wants to get back together, then you can assess that at that time, because he's not making you a priority right now. Because if he really saw the value in you as this queen, there's nothing for him to have any trouble deciding. You know, it's like you would stand out amongst the rest. That's how that's coming through here. You see, Ace of Cups, there's new love. So there could be, this is just a possibility, that there might be somebody new that he's tempted by. And at the same time, you know, that can apply to you too. The fact that as long as you're open to be able to meet someone new, not putting your life on hold, loving yourself enough to be able to fill that cup for you, then it really does come down to what it is that you're willing to allow as far as his indecision. If he can't decide, then you decide for yourself that you're ready for a new chapter here. If he's just taking way too long to be able to decide what he wants, what he needs, he can't decide what he wants between the two of you. You're not meant, again, to just be at a standstill and not live. You're meant for happiness. You've got the Lover's card right here. You see, it comes down to the choices that you both make. He's incapable of making a choice right now. He's undecided. It's literally somebody who's on the fence, not moving, just sitting there, just torn. Okay, that's the energy that I'm feeling from Justice. But when it comes to you, Sandy, you know, you've got choices also, and that very well could lead you towards somebody new who really can treat you right and won't put you on the fence and not be able to decide whether they see your value or not, you know, because this right here can represent somebody who loves you very deeply. This is somebody that feels very drawn to you, very attracted. The chemistry is there. But, you know, sometimes the Lover's card can represent a love triangle. So if there is somebody else in the picture, and if he's tempted by this person, which is why he's torn and undecided, then you as this queen, you don't have to be torn. You just find your own happiness in the meantime. If he decides later on, it's like, what have I done? You know, I'm stupid or whatever. Then you decide what it is that he is allowed to do in your life, because you don't ever have to accept somebody in if they're not worthy of your time, of your space, your heart, your love. You've got the Ace of Pentacles right here. So this can tell you, you can attract your own abundance. You know, I mean, so can Justice, but if he wants to be a part of your journey, a part of your life, then he needs to be serious about the commitment and what he's bringing towards you, and the solid offer of commitment with that. So it's not impossible for you guys to have this 10 of Cups, to perhaps get married someday, to blend families, share a family. All of those things are possible, but if he doesn't bring it to you in a certain amount of time, this is what you have the capability to attract on your own. Okay, you're the queen. You are the queen here. And he's coming in as a knight. You're much stronger. You're more powerful. You're more empowered. Okay, he's got some growing up to do here. He's not coming in as your king. He's coming in as the knight, meaning that he's got a lot more lessons to learn. Okay, so that's what I've got this time. I really do feel that as far as his intentions right now, he can't decide to save his life, what it is that he wants. And with that elusive energy, he's not sharing everything that he needs to share, you know, and you deserve more. You absolutely deserve 100 billion% more. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Thank you so much, Sandy. Appreciate it. Okay. All right, next. Let me grab this one. I think so, yes. Yeah. Okay, Nancy. Hi, how are you? All right, let's get to your message here, okay? Okay, give me 1 second. All right, talking to Cancer female, what can Spirit tell me about this connection and intentions? Also, Norma's current feelings for me. Okay, absolutely. Let's take a look at that. Okay, let's see. Where am I drawn? Where am I drawn here? I want to grab some messages from Norma's higher self here. Let's see, what does that look like? Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Norma, Gemini, and the connection with Nancy, Gemini. Norma, what is it that you need to share at this time? Angels and spirit guides, please. Okay, so this says you don't have to stay in a toxic relationship, but you need to know when it's time to leave. Look at this, Nancy. How intense and powerful a message is this? Considering the history, and I feel like coughing, and I know what that means for me. Hold on. Whenever I feel that, it's a blockage. It's a blockage in the throat chakra. So the toxicity, man, it's coming through. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see what else. What else? Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Norma and Nancy, Gemini. Ugh, I feel like coughing. Hold on. I don't know why this happens to me, but it does. Okay, let's grab another. Oh my gosh. There's only one ringtone. Sorry, my voice. There's only one ringtone that really matters to your heart. So that's, of course, communication. Let's see what else. Look at that. The truth really does set you free always. Excuse my voice. So it's one of those things, Nancy, where perhaps you really need to take a look at the truth of what's going on when it comes to you and Norma, especially if there's still ex involvement, if she's really still unable to decide one way or the other what it is that she wants. Okay, I feel like grabbing one more and then we'll tackle some other cards here. Let's see what else. Look at this. We have choose wisely. coming through now. All right, so you know what that means, of course, when it comes to the connection. So let's go ahead and grab some additional messages here. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the connection between Norma and Nancy, Gemini. What else do we need to know? Okay. Oh man, look at this. Burnt out. Look at that. So I don't know what's currently happening, but based off of what's coming through here, it's almost like your angel guides are really wanting you to almost choose differently, you know, make a different choice, because maybe this one has really run its course. Burnt out. It's like you're so tapped out energetically from putting in any more work, because you definitely have lived the journey when it comes to this situation with Norma. And, you know, I know that there's a part of your heart space that's very much tapped into that connection, but it's basically telling you, you really got to face the truth of the situation. There's something toxic about it. And it's basically telling you, you don't have to stay in a toxic situation. You got to know when it's time to leave. And I know that you've been able to tap into that energy before. And then bottom of the deck, we do have healing. So there is absolutely that energy to be able to tap into that, because I feel she certainly has hurt you in some aspect, and there is some healing that needs to be done. Okay. And then this is right after that one, soul recognition. So you guys are definitely connected in some way, shape, or form. Okay. You've experienced some good times together, but it's also been a challenging connection in and of itself. So this could be picking up off of how you feel, that you're just burnt out, you're tapped out, you're tired. Okay, so let's see what else we can find out here when it comes to the two of you, and then we'll take a look at the Cancer connection. Angels and spirit guides, please. What else do we need to know? Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Isn't that interesting? In the upright, this is somebody who is not afraid of independence. This is somebody who's no nonsense. And I kind of feel no matter how it pops up, the Queen of Swords is no nonsense. But in the reverse, the Queen of Swords could also be someone who's bitter, who can be a little bit cruel, who has a very cold heart at times. And you might even be able to tap into that energy, perhaps, you know, that there's a part of you that's protecting your heart space from getting hurt again. And so I kind of feel that this could even be a protective mechanism to be able to not get hurt, just to not tap too heavily or too deeply into the emotional aspect of the connection. But at the same time, you really can't help but do so, you know, with that Two of Cups, because you still feel that bond, you know, the soul recognition, true love. But clearly it hasn't been the easiest of journeys between the two of you. I feel maybe Sagittarius season is when something might shift between the two of you. We clearly see here that patience is required for this one as well. And it's going to take time to be able to find balance, to be able to restore the connection to the type of level, at least, where you are fulfilled, where you're happy. But it's one of those things too where it might not ever get to that stage, especially if she's on the fence, if she's wishy-washy as well as to what it is that she's wanting, you know. If the toxicity resurfaces, then maybe at that point you're meant to really set yourself free somehow. we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So we've got patience, we've got perseverance coming through here. There's this need to heal. And then there's that burnt out energy. So hard work will eventually pay off, either for the connection itself or hard work that you put into your own life to be able to clear out some negative or toxic vibes, you know, attached to this connection. And who knows? I mean, it depends on what the future has in store for you, but it could also be one of those things where to be able to move forward and be free, you're meant to disconnect from this one. And I know that that came through already before. And then we do have the Star card. So a wish that can manifest. This is perhaps leading you onto a different path at this point. Let's see. I think she's bitter because I cut her off. I am the one who cut communication this time, but she's still looking at my stuff, even though I haven't at all. Interesting. And, you know, going back to that reversed Queen of Swords. So yeah, that could even be her interpretation, that, you know, it was a cruel type thing that she's experiencing because you cut her off. That you finally, you know, decided it was time to leave. So it's kind of making sense the way this is unfolding, because this is you following your own path at this point in time now. So Eight of Swords, this is a very mental type energy, mental imprisonment. So hopefully there's no part of you that's regretting what you've done, that you feel you did the right thing. You know, this could even be picking up off of Norma's energy, where she's in her head about what she's done, what she's failed to do, you know, certain actions, certain behaviors that contributed to, you know, why you guys are not together and why she's feeling bitter at this point in time. So that kind of makes sense how that is coming through. Yeah, the bitterness from the reversed Queen of Swords right there. So here we are with the Nine of Cups. So it's up to you how these wishes manifest in your life at this point. But I really do feel she kind of burnt the bridge, you know? I don't think it's the last time you're going to hear from her, though. I feel she's still going to reach out, or like you said, she's looking at your stuff. I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon anyway. I feel she's got some regrets, and she might have to take some action. I don't know if you're even open to that, but I don't think it's the last you're going to hear from her, honestly, as far as communication. Even if you did cut it out, I think she's going to just try to keep finding a way to be able to talk to you. That's just how it's coming through. It's like, yeah, because this time I didn't say anything. I just walked away. Didn't respond to her and haven't looked at her stuff or anything, but yet she's still there. Yeah, it's almost like she can't handle it, you know? Yeah, she can't handle it. She's very much in her head here. And so here we are with the Nine of Pentacles, this very independent, but very empowering, self-sufficient card. I feel this is you right now. You know, you're very strong. You did what you had to. You're looking ahead. That's another good card. You know, you're not saturating yourself in the has-beens, the what was. I feel you did the right thing. You've got the Wheel of Fortune right here. You're focused more so on what you can now implement into your life in the future, whatever is meant to be a part of your destiny, being able to find people that really can fulfill you and make you happy. So all of that stuff, it's very good. It's a turning point. Being able to find someone who is your equal, okay? Equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles. And, you know, as long as we've got X drama, as long as we've got another person in the mix, that's not equality. That's just an energy of imbalance, you know? So here's part of the bitterness as well, that you've left her out in the cold, okay, with that Five of Pentacles. But I can't help but feel that you did the right thing. And so now you're coming through with the energy of the Six of Wands. Victory. You know, if this was a board game, you just won. Okay, you just won. And so I really feel here, Nancy, you did the right thing. Okay, so good for you. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave that one. That was pretty to the point as far as where things are going between the two of you. All right, so let's take a look at the Cancer connection. Okay. Okay. Part 2. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the other connection here. Slay Honey, hi, how are you? Thank you so much. Okay, what do I want to use for the Cancer female? I've got so many decks. Hold on, I want to be able to use something I'm drawn to here. Okay, Romance Angels. Oh, you're so welcome, Nancy. All right, let's look at the Cancer, okay? You got it, Paloma. Thank you. We'll get to your reading shortly, okay? Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and her person of interest, Cancer. What do we need to know, please? We do have romantic feelings. If you're not feeling romantic towards the Cancer at this point in time, it could be coming from them. We do have children. I don't know if the Cancer has children, but if not, if that's not a part of the situation, sometimes I kind of feel that there's this very fun, playful, youthful energy. So maybe when you guys talk, there's lots of laughter, lots of fun times, you know, or at least the capability to be able to experience that. It is coming through as a fairly new connection, so that's great. And then we've got heart-to-heart conversations. So you did mention you're talking to the Cancer, so continue to get to know each other. And here we are with the playfulness card, kind of picking up off of the same energy as the children. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else we can learn here. So I feel the conversations that you guys are having, that's great. Getting to know each other, developing the relationship. So that's wonderful. Thank you, Paloma. Appreciate it. No kids. Okay. So yeah, it's just the possibility of lots of laughter and fun in this connection. Okay, let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know about this connection? What do we need to know, please? We do have the 8 of Wands, which represents fast movement. So I don't know if, excuse me, if the fast movement represents that you weren't maybe expecting to meet the Cancer. And, after having dealt with one situation and ending one situation, maybe you wanted to spend time on your own, but then all of a sudden, here comes this person. It could be picking up off of that. Or since you guys are now talking, that things might ultimately escalate towards something more serious. Could be picking up off of that too. All right, so let's see what else. Okay, so here's your own High Priestess energy, Nancy, and it's telling you whatever you're feeling when it comes to the Cancer, that you have to trust your heart. You have to trust your gut, your instinct, your intuition, more than anything, okay? Let's see. What else, please? Angels and spirit guides. We've got the Temperance card popping up again. So patience, tranquility, balance. And I really feel this could be a significant season for you, Nancy, when it comes to your love life. It is picking up off of Sagittarius. So I really think that things are going to be moving, and it could be very lighthearted. It could, maybe it doesn't end up getting serious during Sagittarius season, but there's something significant that might happen here as far as taking things to the next level. It could be a friendship / romance that starts to develop as the month unfolds. It could be something like that, but it could also be that you discover you guys are very compatible. We do have the Wheel of Fortune right here. So a cycle of change, a turning point in your life, all good energy. You were destined to connect with this person. And here's the equality with the Six of Pentacles. So I really like that, because that's exactly what you need in the relationship, for two people to be just as invested in each other. I know you do. You always get the patience card. That one is huge for some of my clients as well through their readings, and they're like, oh my God, more patience. So yes, it's popping up again, and I feel it serves you well, you know, because it's meant to happen when it's meant to happen. And so with the Cancer connection, it looks pretty good. I really don't see anything popping up as far as red flags here. You've got the Three of Wands, looking forward to perhaps getting to know this person a little bit more and developing the romance. So that's really nice. This is nice too. You've got the Three of Cups, okay? Celebrations and a new chapter in your love life. And it could also be maybe the longer you guys get to know each other, this also picks up off of friendships. So it could even be one of those things where you introduce your Cancer to your friends, and just to be able to socialize and enjoy each other's company. That looks really nice. It even reminds me almost as if it's like a New Year celebration, that type of thing. Very happy. Look at this. This is the next card. You've got the Lovers picking up off of your own Gemini energy. So the sexual chemistry, the attraction could also be very strong between the two of you. That looks good. And here you are again with the Six of Wands. So this connection, it really does have the potential to be very successful. Certainly when it comes to exploring the relationship, getting to know each other, taking your time to get to know each other. So that's good. That's a good thing. Look at this. And now we've got the Chariot. And why is this so significant? Because the Chariot represents Cancer. And the key word here is triumph. Okay, so there you go. Success, victory, triumph. As far as this new love connection, it looks good. And then this is the next card with the Page of Wands, representing good news, cheerful news when it comes to this connection here with the Cancer. So I'm not really seeing anything of concern. I'm not seeing any red flags. And once again, you're being directed to trust your intuition on this one, with the Queen of Cups popping up and Three of Pentacles representing the teamwork. So that to me equates to two people who are on the same page, and that looks good. Okay, so it's worth exploring where this one could go. She's from a different culture and is new to the city and wants to explore California. Well, I really feel you are the perfect person to be able to help in that area. It looks great as far as being able to explore where this one could go. It's worth a try. It looks great. Okay, Nancy. So good luck to you. And I really do hope you enjoy the connection and the direction that it goes. It could be turning into something very special. All right, especially during Sagittarius season, you'll see. It might take a little bit of time, but I feel as more time unfolds, you'll have a clear sign as to how this is going to go. All right. Thank you again, as always. Okay. Any more? Yeah. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay.
It's like
a continuation? Okay. Crystal. Okay. Crystal, Capricorn, and Reggie, Pisces. About 2.5 weeks ago, we were spending time together. As we were talking, I caught him in... Oh, you caught him in a lie. In what I felt was a lie. He felt like no longer about it was the answer.
No longer about...
Hold on 1 second. Oh. This is not making sense for me. 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Oh, he felt like talking about it wasn't the answer.
He what?
Felt like talking about it wasn't the answer. And
Oh, I got you. Okay, wasn't the answer. Okay. That changes things. Hold on, guys. Wasn't the answer. Okay. Let me read this again. He felt like no longer talking about it was the answer. I stopped taking his text and calls. I just responded yesterday to his happy Thanksgiving. What is the outcome for us? Advice on how to move forward. Okay.
that's right.
Okay. Oh, I got you. Okay, so this is Phoenix Reborn. Okay. Got it. Okay. It felt was the light. Felt in alone talking a bit. Okay, so let's take a look at the energy there. Just happy. What? Okay. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and grab some insight for you, Crystal. Give me 1 second. All right, so taking a look at Reggie's energies here. Okay. Okay. Nope, you're right on time, Crystal. Just about to do your reading. Thank you so much, Nancy. Appreciate it. Okay. So taking a look at Reggie's energies here. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know here for this connection? Reggie, Pisces, and the connection with Crystal, Capricorn. Yeah, he's got you in the shadows. He needs to go through that awakening. Let's see what else. And somebody who's got you in the feminine shadow right there, Crystal, he's not being truthful 100%. So you not responding, or you stop taking his texts and calls. I feel that was the right thing to do, because I'm just instinctively feeling here he's not exactly being open and honest. And just when I said that, look at these cards. Secrets, conflict. Okay, so he's creating some sort of conflict here. He's not telling you something. There could be, it's a possibility, there could be a third-party situation here. Let me check for you. Tarot Fairy on the Prairie, Cameron. What number?
Who's next?
You're up next. Sorry for the wait. You are up next. We do have indecision. Look at these cards. And then the next one is elusive. And here we are once again with that temptation card. So there's somebody here that is taking his attention away from you for some reason. Yeah, there could be a love triangle going on here, which is why he can't seem to make up his mind. So in the meantime, he's got you in that shadow. He's keeping something from you. This elusive energy can be a little bit tricky. It's somebody who's not making themselves available to you. You know, so even if you stop taking his texts and calls, I don't think he's sitting at home being miserable. There's somebody else occupying his time. That's how I'm seeing that. All right, let's grab some additional tarot here. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. What else do we need to know, please, when it comes to Reggie, Pisces, and the connection with Crystal, Capricorn? And, you know, the happy Thanksgiving greeting, that could have just been something to keep you hanging on, perhaps. Because I'm ultimately feeling here you're not the only one in the picture. No worries. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what's up with this. What's up? First of all, Crystal, you're coming in with the energy of the Queen of Swords. So out of all the queens, this one kicks butt because you're not going to be putting up with his shit, basically. You know, if you empower yourself as this Queen of Swords, then this is you setting up these very clear boundaries. You know, you're basically telling him these are the rules and you're not going to be in my life the longer you continue to piss me off, basically. You know, let me read your comment here. I felt like he's sent to see if I'd finally respond to that since I didn't respond to his other messages. Yeah, probably, you know. But as the Queen of Swords, if he's keeping you in the shadow, you can use that sword to get yourself out of the shadow. You know, this is perhaps his way of controlling the situation or controlling you somehow. You know, because if he's being tempted by someone else and keeping things from you, you don't have to put up with that. So you can actually cut him out of your life. We do have the Hermit right here. We've got the Magician. So what's needed at this point in time, certainly on his part, but this can apply to both of you, going into Hermit mode might actually help you both individually and however way you need it, because it's right next to this Awakening card. This is picking up off of his own divine masculine energy. He needs to go through that awakening in order to realize the value that you hold in his life. And if he doesn't wake up, you know, you're not going to be sticking around just allowing him to be messing around behind your back, talking to other people, third-party situations possibly, you know, on the fence, wishy-washy, all of that nonsense. And so you have the capability to be able to manifest your own wishes, to be able to manifest a love that you deserve, not somebody who's lying to you or keeping secrets, hiding things from you, getting you mixed up in drama, you know? So this is interesting too with the Page of Cups, curious mind. Okay, so part of that curiosity on his behalf is the temptation, something or someone that he was curious about and decided to explore a little bit more. So here you are coming in with the energy of the High Priestess. So it's very important with that intuition. You got to trust it. And maybe you've had your own suspicions that that's what was going on. And it very well could be, you know, so the combination of the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess, you're coming through as somebody who is really not someone to mess with here. Yeah, nope. So if he wants to come towards you as this King of Cups, then he better start proving it to you. He needs to grow up a little bit. He needs to go through this awakening here. Because someone coming in as the King of Cups is not going to be getting you mixed up in drama. This is somebody whose heart is completely open to loving you, being your king, okay? And if he cannot play that role or fulfill that role in your life, somebody else is going to fill that role. So it could ultimately be his loss. You know, he's so busy not being able to decide, creating conflicts and drama, keeping things from you, tempted by other people, you know, not returning calls or texts if that has been the case. And so it could very well backfire on him, I feel. We do have the Judgment card right here. Isn't it interesting? We've got two cards talking about going through this awakening. Look at that. Awakening, and then we've got the other awakening reference right here. So it really is a wake-up call for Reggie, because if he doesn't go through this awakening, if he doesn't take the time to really look at how things have been between the two of you, if there's someone else in the picture, he might not even realize this until he's alone, until he's lost you for good. And then he'll realize what he's done, that he's missed out on somebody very special, somebody who could have really been a lifelong partner, that he really ultimately messed up his chance to find love. Because this is what it could have turned into with that Ten of Cups. harmony, beautiful life, you know, beautiful relationship, marriage, everything, everything that anyone would ever want in a love connection. And he's kind of just pooping on it, you know? And so I really do feel here he's got you in those shadows for a reason. And that's because he himself is creating something deceptive here. And he probably doesn't want you to know about it. That's at least how it's coming through. And so this right here is the advice. You'll see. Look at that. You've got the Eight of Cups. You're being directed to walk away and stay away, because there's perhaps somebody else who might be able to fill that role of the king. Okay, Two of Cups, your true love. I'm just not feeling, unfortunately, Crystal, that it's Reggie. I'm just not feeling it. I think there's somebody else, honestly. I think there's someone else who's meant to be your person. You know? He's going to be alone. Yeah, you'll be gone. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, because you deserve better. You're being directed to walk away, you know, and by doing so, this is what you have the capability of finding, is a twin flame connection, perhaps, or at least somebody very special who can come in and offer you what it is that's been missing here in this connection. So ultimately what I'm seeing here future-wise for you is marriage and family and everything that you could have ever hoped for in love and romance. You can have it all, but I think it's going to come from somebody else here. Okay. And then look at the next card. You've got the Hierophant. So commitment, marriage, really being reiterated right there. The next card after that, look at this. You've got the Star. So you're being led down a different road here, I feel, Crystal, that really can find you fulfillment and happiness, and to be able to manifest this wish for you. I don't think it's going to come from Reggie. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave that one. I really do hope that that clarifies things here. You know, you are meant to move forward. You are meant to walk away from this one because you deserve 1,000,000,000% somebody way better. Okay. Yes, I'll keep my fingers crossed for them to hurry up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and grab the next one. Okay. I'm glad that resonated for you. You're so welcome. Thank you. All right. Okay. Oh, V. All right. Hi, V. All right, let's get to your reading here. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, V. Cancer, yes, he's Scorpio. I want to know if he's going to come forth and apologize. Also, anything else I need to know. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Scorpio, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and grab some cards from which deck here. Okay. All right. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the connection between V, Cancer, and her person of interest, Scorpio. Will there be communication, interaction, an apology? What do we need to know, please? Look at this, V. We're starting off with forgiveness. So that certainly is what they're wanting. And if that's what they're wanting, then they're going to have to ask for forgiveness, and an apology has to come. You know, so yeah, I kind of feel that that's a part of what may present itself. Look at the next card. Okay, we've got vulnerability. So that's how they're feeling right now. They want to be able to come forward. They want to be able to apologize, but they're scared. You know, it's something that's uncomfortable for your Scorpio here, and they are really feeling very vulnerable because they're going to have to put themselves out there. Okay, let's see what else. What else? We do have soul recognition popping up next. The card after that is healing. Okay, so that's what this person is wanting. So maybe they're realizing what they've done, that they might have really said things or, again, done something that could have been very hurtful. So let's see what else. So yeah, I do feel that they will come forward. And then we do have longing. Okay, they think of you. They think of you often, perhaps. All right, let's grab some tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on V, Cancer, and her person of interest, Scorpio. Okay, so we do have a reversed Four of Pentacles right here. So this is somebody who wants to be able to share their life with you. So I don't think they really are enjoying the distance apart. Let's see. Yes, scared because things would change dramatically, especially for him. He's in the public eye. Okay. I deeply feel he's coming forward. Yeah, I feel that as well as far as how things are presenting itself so far. Okay. We do have the Nine of Cups next. We do have the Ace of Cups. Okay. Look at this. We've got the Eight of Wands. We have the Sun's energy. And then we have the Empress. There's you. So you representing the Empress, the Divine Feminine. And I really feel, regardless of his vulnerability, that he still is wishing to be with you, really wanting a fresh start, recognizing that, first of all, you could represent the person that is his ideal mate, you know, longing for you, but knowing that they did something here to ruin the partnership. But there's this new opportunity to heal and to start again, and really wanting to fix this like yesterday. You know, it's they can't fix this too soon, you know, and ultimately really wanting to get things going because they still consider you to be a life partner. Okay, wanting to be happy with you. They're basically miserable without you, V. That's how I'm seeing this energy from this person. If we take a look at this card's vibe, right? It's this person that's just looking out onto the horizon and just lonely, missing you, thinking of you, longing for you. You represent the energy of the sun, where they're very happy. And it's right next to your own divine feminine energy as the Empress right there. Let's see what else. No. No. Did you get that one?
Yeah, but you did it already.
Which one? Hold on one second, guys.
Her name's Michelle, right?
Yes. Did I do that one?
Yeah. I think she missed it. I just think they would have better known.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the interruption.
Sorry.
Yeah, you don't want him to rush his healing. Absolutely. And that's one thing that we can't rush, you know? It's been 2 years and we are both still single. I understand. And healing certainly takes time, you know, but it's almost like that was a lesson that your Scorpio had to learn on their own. I feel you really do represent the happiness in their heart, and they needed time apart from you in order to recognize that. Okay, so you are coming in as the energy of the Queen of Cups, calm, intuitive, compassionate energy from the Queen of Cups. And so this is your own energy here. And so I really do feel there's a part of you that is picking up off of that calm vibe where you're not panicking, you're not feeling anxious. You know if it's truly meant to be, it will be. You know, hopefully that is the energy that you exude. And if not, try to tap into that vibe for yourself, because if it truly is meant to be, then it will. You know, allow the universe to move whatever obstacles might be in the way for that to happen. And I think there's a good chance for that, because the cards that are presenting itself here, it looks really good. And then we do have the Temperance card right here. Here we go again. This is a very popular card here today. Patience, balance, and to be able to restore harmony. This is also a card of coming back together, of reconciliations. So I do feel communication will eventually come. Let's see here. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Cups. So I feel when it comes to the Scorpio, they do recognize that in order for the relationship to be better, they're going to have to do better. And so they're going to have to make different choices here, you know? So they can't be wishy-washy. They can't be allowing drama to be a part of the mix, you know, whatever might have happened between the two of you, whatever needs to come forward as an apology. They clearly made some poor choices here, and that equates to the healing because they need to recognize that within themselves, okay? So that's what's coming through there. I feel very strongly, V, that there is communication, interaction, and an apology that will eventually come. All right, so let's go ahead and see what other messages we can grab for you here. Let's see. Let me grab from here. Give me 1 second. One sec. Let me grab this deck. As pretty as long nails are, they make grabbing decks so difficult. Hold on. I need to make room here. 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. All right, so V, taking a look at what else needs to come through for you. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and grab some dialogue from your person. Let's see what else we can pick up, okay? Okay, so we have photograph. These cards are a little small. So it does say looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So that's what this person is wanting. Okay, so if they have pictures of you, or maybe there's a way for them to check it out online, then they think about you often. Look at this. We've got engagement ring coming through here. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So it's going to take a little bit of time to see whether or not that will actually come to pass, you know, if it will be a part of your reality as far as getting engaged, marriage, and all that. But this is at least telling you that their intentions towards commitment looks really good. Let's see what else here. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. So we have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So part of the surprise could very well be coming back into union, communication, their level of commitment. Okay, this could all be unexpected communication here. All right, let's go ahead and grab another message. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. All right, here we go. Okay. Give me one more card, please. You very well could have a life mission together, absolutely. Okay, look at this. Mind. I've thought a lot about you lately. So you might even be picking up off of that energy. And then bottom of the deck, we have one of a kind. No other can compare to you. And maybe you feel the same way. All right, V, so let's grab some tarot. Let's see what else we can learn here. But overall, pretty positive stuff. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on V, Cancer, and her person of interest, Scorpio. Look at that. King of Cups. That's exactly how your Scorpio needs to come in. Fully dedicated, devoted to the relationship, no holding back, you know, compassionate and loving, as we can see right here, heart fully open to loving you. This right here, I'm really happy to see this because based off of your Scorpio's efforts to put in the work towards the relationship, that will take time, but you'll definitely see the rewards of their efforts in time. Look at that. You've got the Wheel of Fortune coming through. So eventually things will take a turn for the better. Okay. They're focusing more so on a future with you rather than what might have created distance in the past. And here it is again with the High Priestess, really wanting you to trust your intuition. We do have the Six of Pentacles. So this is crucial for a relationship to last and to make it, because it's basically telling us here that it's about two people who are working together to ensure that the relationship is going to last, that it's going to be a really good partnership. Here you are as the Empress. Okay, so you really hold the key here to be able to help manifest this relationship into the 3D. But I really do feel your Scorpio has to be equally as invested in it. And then we have the Sun. You see, you guys are meant for happiness. So I don't think it's the end of the road when it comes to this partnership. It's just going to take time. That's all. And, you know, like what I said earlier in one of the other readings, however difficult it might be to hold on and to just hang tight for something to transpire between you and this person, it does seem that progress can be made. And in order for you guys to come together, it will take time, but it seems that it will eventually come to fruition here. Okay, so that looks great because you guys are meant to be able to claim the happiness that that Sun's energy is bringing in. All right, V, so I hope that gives you hope as far as how this situation is going. All right, thank you so much as always. All righty, let me go ahead and prepare for the next one. 1 second. Okay. And Michelle wanted to request another reading?
Waiting.
Okay, so...
She's...
Okay. Remind me again who was, what was her reading about? Who was the other person? Give me 1 second, guys. I just want to make sure.
And she gave Michelle.
Yes.
Which... I want to know if there is any hope that I can get my relationship back between Sergio.
I didn't do that one. I haven't done that one. Hi, Michelle. Yes, no, I haven't actually done your reading yet, so I'm about to. No, we got it mixed up with a different one. I apologize. So I'm about to do it right now. Okay, give me 1 second here. Sorry for the mix-up. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. Alrighty, so... Wait 1 second. And Paloma, I see your request as well. So we'll get to your reading shortly. Give me 1 second here. All right, so Michelle, let's see. I want to know if there is any hope that I can get my relationship back between Sergio and I overall. Okay, so let's take a look at Sergio's energy, okay? Oh, you're so welcome, V. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Focusing on Sergio, Leo, and the connection with Michelle Taurus. Okay, Michelle, so let's go ahead and take a look at Sergio's energy here and see what's going on there. We have sidetracked. I just got caught up in the moment. Somebody who gets sidetracked isn't 100% focused on the relationship. Let's see what else here. That could be a temporary thing, though. We have influence. You've affected my life significantly. So despite separation and some issues that you guys might be going through, that you still hold a very positive energy in Sergio's heart and Sergio's life. Okay, let's grab another. We do have contemplation. I need more time to figure things out. Okay, so somebody who needs more time might not always make themselves available, not because they don't want to be there for you or communicate with you, but it could very well be that they need time to themselves to really reassess the connection and ultimately what it is that they want to do about it. So let's grab some tarot once again here. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Michelle, Taurus, and the connection with Sergio, Leo. All right, so we've got the devil energy right here, Michelle. So it could be picking up off of Sergio that he's tempted by something else or someone else. He's got perhaps this obsessive, addictive behavior towards a person, or he has tapped into his shadow self. Therefore, he's got some issues on his own that he needs to be able to address. He could also be entertaining other options, maybe having other choices, certainly when it comes to love and romance. But it is telling him here, or telling you at this point when it comes to his energy, that you still, again, hold a very positive vibe and influence when it comes to his life. You've made an impact. It's just that he's right now making some poor choices, perhaps, or entertaining way too many options here. Maybe intuitively you're picking up off of that with the High Priestess energy. It doesn't fall on your shoulders to be able to do anything about bringing you guys back together. It falls on Sergio. That's just how it's presenting itself here. It really does come down to working together on the relationship with the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So if he's not on board right now, if he's being sidetracked by another person, timing could also be a little bit off, because if he needs more time to figure things out, I don't think he's quite ready to come towards you as far as bringing the relationship back together. Not that it can't happen later. And this makes sense for me, the Knight of Pentacles, and that's followed by the Knight of Cups. And what's after that is the Fool's energy. So very slow moving, but when he's ready, he might want to be able to come back into your life to romance you once again, to revive the romantic partnership and connection between the two of you. It falls on Sergio to take action, to be able to get the relationship revived and started up again, you know, with a new beginning with that Fool's energy. Right now, I feel more so that he's doing more foolish things rather than taking on the positive aspects of the Fool card, where he can take action to be able to bring about this new energy for the two of you. Okay. And you guys have probably already experienced this tower, this upheaval, that maybe at this point he might have created some drama here. I don't know if you're feeling like he left you out in the cold, but you know, if you were the one that distanced yourself because of something he did, then you probably left him or distanced yourself. This is chaos right here. This is destruction of the connection. It represents the separation, basically. But we do have the Four of Wands, which is a beautiful card. And it's basically letting us know that this could be a twin flame connection. It just happens to be challenged at this point in time. So if he wants to take this leap of faith that the Fool card is wanting to offer him, then he needs to take action to fix this situation. Again, it doesn't fall on your shoulders, Michelle, to be able to fix this. I feel a lot of it falls on Sergio. you know, and this can be a celebration later. It can be a reunion later, but not right now. I don't think he's quite there yet, which is why it's ever so slow. It's moving, like I said earlier, like molasses. It's like a snail. It's so slow. And he's the only one ultimately that can take it here to be able to rebuild the foundation of the relationship where it can be very strong, where you really do have a future that could lead towards marriage and everything that you could have wanted. We do have the star card right here. So a wish can still come true. That's not off the table, but it requires time. It requires effort on behalf of Sergio to be able to make this happen. And as I said earlier in one of the other readings, you're not meant to put your life on hold waiting for this to happen. If it happens, great. But in the meantime, you're meant to live the best life that you possibly can. You're meant to perhaps go on a different path to be able to find your own happiness in the meantime. And it's his job to be able to try to catch up to where you're at that point. You know, because if there are other people in the mix, for example, you know, if part of the Seven of Cups right here is that he's entertaining other options, you have choices as well to be able to see where your life can go, to be able to focus on your own choices in life and who could ultimately fulfill you and make you happy, you know? And this is very important. We've seen this today. The Six of Pentacles is about that equality that really is absolutely necessary in the relationship in order for it to grow, in order for things to withstand the test of time. And look at that. You've got the Judgment card. So I really do feel when it comes to Sergio, he needs to go through this awakening that this card provides in order for him to kind of fix what was broken from the past. And so even though there might not be communication at this point in time, I feel eventually that communication will come and he's going to want to be able to fix what he ultimately damaged in the partnership. And part of the desire at the end of the day is to come back together. So it's quite fitting here that we do have the Nine of Cups, and that is followed by the Nine of Pentacles. Look at this. And then we've got the Nine of Wands. So if you're familiar with angel numbers, maybe search up, you know, triple nines. That could be something significant there, you know? And so I feel it's a very positive number at the end of the day. And I believe Mystic Moon created a Twin Flame Angel Numbers deck where it addresses that. And it's very positive. And so wishes can still come true, but I feel it's going to take time. The Nine of Wands is being able to overcome difficulties, to be able to be persistent, as we can see right there, and to overcome obstacles that you might have faced. And that pertains to the connection itself too, and to be able to overcome things so that you guys can find happiness. But right now, there's this very self-sufficient solo type vibe that's coming through. So maybe right now, you know, it's just letting you know that you're better off on your own rather than continuing to invest any more time and energy in this connection with Sergio. It falls on him to be able to put that work in, you know. Let's see what else here. Look at this. We've got the Four of Cups. So we've got regrets on his part, I feel. And this could prove to be a missed opportunity if he doesn't get his act together. Because no matter how this ultimately works itself out, Michelle, life moves on. You know, we've got the Six of Swords here where it moves forward. You know, and sometimes it really doesn't help anybody to be stuck in the past of what was, and focusing more so on what can manifest in the future here. You know, so perhaps right now this is a card meant for you to be able to welcome in this transition, to be able to leave this behind and move on. And if he really wants to be a part of your life, then he's going to have to catch up to where you're at. Okay. And then here we are with the Queen of Swords. So as the Divine Feminine here, Michelle, part of the advice perhaps is for you to cut him out and just focus on yourself and to just live the best life that you possibly can. If he really is meant to take some sort of action to communicate with you, to bring about a reunion, then he's going to have to act and make all of that stuff happen. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab a message for you from your spirit guides. I'm just guided to do that this time. Yeah, and sorry for the confusion. My daughter thought that I had completed your reading earlier, but I did not. Okay. All right, so let's grab a spirit message for you. And then Paloma will go ahead and get to your reading after. Okay, so we have, you will find balance and equilibrium will be restored soon as you will hear from a lost love. You will have the opportunity to rebuild this lost connection. The distance between you will close as you begin to engage in open, honest, and consistent communication. You can expect to hear an apology and declaration of love. You will develop a strong bond and build a solid relationship. This love will nurture you both, ensuring emotional well-being and delicious passion. So I truly hope, Michelle, that this actually transpires. And I really do feel part of that apology could be picking up off of this judgment card, you know, wanting forgiveness. It is a day of reckoning. He's going to have to face the consequences of his actions. And it does seem here that balance can be restored between the two of you. All right, so I hope that helps, Michelle, and that it brings you peace in the meantime until things can manifest between you and Sergio. I feel there's a chance. Okay, thank you so very much. I wish you the best on that one. Okay, so Cameron, any more? Oh, that's right. Aside from Paloma, is there... Okay. All right, Paloma, let's get to your messages. Thank you so much for your patience. All right, give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right, Paloma, thank you for waiting. Okay, so you just want a general read on what's coming in. All right, so let's grab some advice here. All right, let's focus on love. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Paloma, Libra. All right, what do we need to know? Let's see what energies are surrounding you right now, Paloma. I love this. Look at that new chapter. Look at that beautiful energy from that card. So there's something new, or even someone new, that's coming in for you. That looks really nice. And there's a part of you perhaps that is still healing from past heartache, past hurts, and that's okay. Okay, we do have this energy of solitude that we have seen earlier. And so if you're feeling alone, or if you feel that doing some soul searching at this point in time would be beneficial for you, then absolutely continue to do that. That will certainly bring about healing, okay? Patience seems to be the energy of the day. Okay, that is coming through. There's this need for patience in order to welcome in this new chapter. And then look at the next card. We have waiting. Okay, so in time, I feel, certainly when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, but this could apply to other parts of your life too, Paloma, that it's telling you if something's just not happening right now, it's still happening, just in its own time. So it might be divine timing. It's the universe's time frame rather than our own. So let's go ahead and see what else we can find out, okay? Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Paloma. What else do we need to know, please? Look how beautiful this is. You've got the Two of Cups and it's right next to new chapter. I love that. So you're meant to find love. Look at this, new chapter, new beginning. Okay, so once you have completed perhaps your healing process in however way you need that to happen, then a new beginning is on the horizon for you. Okay, there's a new future that's coming in, a beautiful future for you, and not just pertaining to your love life. It could be towards finance, it could be towards your career, family, friendships, health, and of course, love. Look at this. Knight of Pentacles, very slow energy, which is why there's this need to wait, which is why there's this need to have patience. So this could be a divine masculine that's coming your way. You might end up attracting a divine masculine earth sign, could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. This person could be slightly younger than you, but you could also attract a King of Cups who's a much older person. Not necessarily that it's this huge age gap or anything, but it could be. You know, this is somebody, as we've already seen today as well, someone whose heart is completely open to love. And here you are coming in with the energy of the Empress. So it's beautiful. I really do feel love is on its way to you. So it's one of those things where you're meant to just kind of forget about it. It's one of those things where you stop looking and it finds you. Okay, so this has the capability to be your ideal person, perhaps. Finances look amazing as well. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. It's one of my favorite cards when it comes to your career, your finances, bringing in abundance. All of that looks amazing. New adventures, new opportunities, prosperity, all of that stuff looks great. In a love reading, it's just as amazing because it's telling you here it's a fresh start. Okay, we've already seen the reference to new chapters. We see the Two of Cups. So it's a new chapter in love, absolutely. And when you do find your ideal person, this isn't someone that's just want to casually date you. This is somebody who wants to perhaps get to know you long term so that you might be able to have a life together by way of marriage and starting a family if that's something you're interested in. Wow, so it's pretty amazing. All right, what else? Here we are with the High Priestess, your own divine feminine energy. So once again, you're being directed to trust your intuition on this one. Just trust what it is that you're instinctively feeling as far as what's coming your way. We do have the Ace of Wands, so there's a lot of potential in what you can attract your way, whether it's pertaining to love, romance, or any other part of your life. Okay, take a look at what's ahead of you to be able to create so many amazing things in your life. Go after what inspires you, go after what it is or who it is that you desire, because you can bring it your way. It's really wonderful. And then here we are with the Hierophant, so spiritual lessons. This is a card of commitment. Certainly when it comes to your love life, that looks fantastic as well. You might even connect with somebody who could be a Taurus. Let's see what else. What else, please, for Paloma Libra? And here you are with the Emperor. All right, so you're the Empress, you're the divine feminine, here's your masculine right here. This could ultimately prove to be your ideal mate, your ideal divine masculine in this lifetime. And all you need to do is wait. All you need to do is have patience. This person on its way to you. Okay, so try not to focus so much on time frame. Just know that you're meant to experience these things in your lifetime. That looks amazing, honestly. All right, let's see what else we can find out for you. What other information here? Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Paloma Libra. What else do we need to know at this time, please? We we have vulnerability. Okay. What are the behaviors you use to prevent yourself from being vulnerable? And of course, you're the only one that can answer that question. But if you are feeling vulnerable, for example, to get back into the dating scene, for example, and it's okay to feel that way, you know, and maybe through your own journey and being able to go within and do some soul searching, it'll kind of calm some of those fears and anxieties that you have, you know. But it's okay to absolutely feel that way and to acknowledge that. Let's see what else. For Paloma, Libra, we also have freedom. Okay, you are as free as you choose to be. Freedom is a mindset. So if there are people or situations that don't feel right for you, if you feel like you're being held back from being your true authentic self, or if you're in a situation where you're just not happy, you're feeling closed in, you have what it takes to break free. Okay, let's grab one more message for you. And we have sunlight, and of course it's picking up off of the energy of the sun in tarot as well, which is joy and happiness and very positive vibes. It says the most powerful healing tool. You don't have to be in it, just imagine it. Okay, so it's one of those things, especially if you relate to the healing message that came through earlier. If this is something that speaks to you, if this is something that you need, then, you know, perhaps picture yourself as having already completed your healing journey so that you can move forward and find the happiness that you deserve so that it can become a part of your reality. Okay, but it looks fantastic as far as what's coming your way. It certainly does look like love is on the horizon when it comes to you. It looks very good, honestly. Okay, Paloma, so I'll leave that there. It looks amazing as far as what's coming your way. And hopefully that is something that you're able to manifest sooner rather than later. But there is this need to have patience and to just hang tight. Just know that the universe has your back and you will eventually manifest what has been laid out in your reading, I feel. All right, so do we have any more, Kim? All right, I think that is all we've got this evening, guys. Thank you so very much for everybody that took the time to join us here. It could be morning or afternoon, wherever you are watching us from. Here in Southern California, it is evening time now. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving for those who did celebrate. And we are officially kicking off the holiday season. Just a reminder, guys, for November 30th, for that particular live stream, we are doing giveaways. So some fun giveaways, in addition to, of course, doing the readings and whoever is in need of personal mini readings like we've done today. But in between, we're going to be doing some fun giveaways for you guys. All right, so I hope you can join us for that one. And I've already announced it on my community tab here on YouTube as well as on my Instagram page. All right, so we're going to go ahead and call it a night, guys. Thank you so very much, everybody, for being here, for new subscribers, for those who took the time to purchase a mini reading. We really appreciate it. All right, guys, so that's it for now. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.